Have you ever woken in the stillness of night, the quiet that once felt peaceful now echoing with the sudden tightness of a leg cramp? Maybe you've stretched and shifted under the covers, longing for relief, only to find the ache returning again and again. Tonight, instead of reaching for another glass of water, consider a gentle, nourishing ritual, eating one of 3 simple foods before bed. By the end of this video, you'll know which foods can soothe muscle tension, help you drift back to sleep, and transform midnight discomfort into a restful calm, so you can greet each new dawn with ease and joy. Bananas, nature's soft embrace for tired muscles. The gentle curve of a ripe banana in your hand can feel like nature's soft promise, a pale yellow crescent that fits perfectly in your palm, ready to offer comfort. As you peel back its silky skin, the tender fruit beneath releases a whisper of sweetness and warmth, as if reminding you of sunlit gardens and summer breezes. Yet this humble fruit holds more than just a nostalgic taste. It's rich in potassium and magnesium, 2 minerals that quietly coax your muscles into gentle relaxation and help prevent the midnight tugs that can steal your rest. Imagine waking in the hush of night to the sudden tightness of a calf cramp, your heart skipping a beat as you stretch beneath the covers, searching for relief. One neighbor, Mr. Hernandez, shared how his nightly spasms had grown so familiar that he dreaded going to bed. It wasn't until his granddaughter suggested a simple bedtime snack, a ripe banana with a tablespoon of almond butter, that the rhythm of his nights began to change. Within days, he noticed the intense grip of his cramps eased into a soft pulse, and soon his legs felt as though they were wrapped in a gentle hug rather than clenched in pain. Perhaps you've felt similar tension after a day spent tending your garden or chasing grandchildren around the park. Those moments of joy can leave your muscles holding on to stress long after the sun has set. It might help to keep a banana on your bedside table, its pale skin glowing softly in the lamplight like a beacon of relief. When you peel it, notice the warm aroma rising, a subtle invitation to pause, breathe, and nourish yourself before sleep. As you take that first bite, feel the tender sweetness melt on your tongue, releasing a soothing cascade of potassium that helps balance your body's electrolytes. To elevate this simple ritual, consider slicing your banana lengthwise and arranging it on a small plate. Sprinkle a pinch of chia seeds or hemp hearts over the top for an extra boost of omega-3 fatty acids and fiber. These gentle additions lend a delicate crunch and slow-release energy, keeping your blood sugar stable through the night. As you nibble each piece, notice how the contrast of smooth fruit and crunchy seeds anchors you in the present moment, a mindful act of self-care that honors both your body's needs and your senses' delight. Maybe you've long enjoyed a warm cup of herbal tea before bed. Try pairing that cup with your banana snack. Sip slowly on chamomile or lavender tea as you savor each bite of fruit. The herbal warmth can amplify the banana's calming effects, guiding you into a relaxed state. As you hold the mug in both hands, feel the heat seep through your fingertips and imagine it traveling down your arms into your legs, unlocking tension with the same gentle insistence as the banana's nutrients. Small acts of empowerment can deepen this nightly practice. Place a handwritten note or gentle reminder, "Banana for calm muscles," on your nightstand. Over time, this visual cue becomes a loving nudge, quietly steering you toward the ritual that supports restful sleep. If you have a friend or family member who also struggles with leg cramps, share this tip with them. You might find joy in exchanging text updates. Tried the banana trick last night, slept soundly. These moments of connection remind you that you're not alone and that small shared routines can strengthen both muscle and friendship. As the banana's nourishing touch works through your body, feel the tension in your calves dissolve like sugar in warm water. Let the night's hush cradle you, turning each gentle breath into a lullaby for tired muscles. In this simple act, peeling, slicing, savoring, You affirm that your well-being matters and that even the smallest offerings from nature can carry the power to transform discomfort into comfort. Tonight, let the banana be your soft embrace, guiding you back to peaceful slumber with every tender bite. Almonds, the quiet strength of gentle minerals, the soft crunch of almonds gliding between your teeth can feel like a reassuring reminder of nature's bounty, each nut offering a tiny vault of magnesium, calcium, and plant-based protein. As you hold a handful in your palm, their warm brown shells seem to hum with quiet promise, as though the earth itself whispers, "You are worthy of care." For seniors whose muscles crave a gentle balance of minerals, almonds can be a bedtime ally in soothing nocturnal leg cramps and helping you drift back to sleep. Picture a dear friend, Mrs. Wallace, who found herself waking at the same hour every night, tears welling from the sudden spasm in her calf. She tried stretching, warm baths, even rotating her pillows for better leg support. But relief felt elusive. Then her granddaughter suggested soaking a handful of raw almonds in water for a few hours before bedtime. One evening, Mrs. Wallace tasted the softened almonds, warm, slightly sweet, and tender, and felt the tension in her legs ease, as though each nut were a gentle massage in miniature. By morning, she awoke to a quiet, cramp-free calm and a newfound faith in simple solutions. Maybe you've felt your own muscles tighten after a day of household chores or casual walks. When cramps strike, consider keeping a small bowl of almonds within arm's reach of your bed. Before lights out, take 6 or 7 soaked almonds, let them rest on your tongue, and chew them slowly. Notice how the nut's warmth spreads across your jaw, drawing your focus away from pain and toward nourishment. With each bite, magnesium works to relax nerve signals in your muscles, countering the contractions that cause those sudden jolts of pain. To deepen the experience, lightly toast a small handful of almonds in a dry pan over low heat for 1 to 2 minutes, just until their aroma blooms. The gentle warmth released during toasting can feel like a soft caress. Once cooled, transfer them to a dish and place them beside a cup of warm milk or milk alternative. As you alternate sips and bites, the creamy drink and crunchy nuts form a comforting duet, balancing textures and flavors while soothing your body from the inside out. It might help to pair this ritual with a brief breathing exercise. After finishing your almonds, close your eyes and inhale slowly through your nose for a count of 4, feeling your chest and belly rise. Exhale gently through your mouth for a count of 6, letting tension drift away. As you breathe, imagine the magnesium from those almonds drifting into your bloodstream, traveling down to your legs and whispering to each muscle fiber, "Relax. It's safe to rest." Sharing this practice can amplify its power. Invite a neighbor to try it during a morning walk, exchanging stories of what helps you both sleep soundly. In these moments of community, you reinforce the idea that self-care is never solitary. It's woven into the fabric of shared wisdom and mutual support. Perhaps you'll create a little ritual of trading nut recommendations. Almonds one night, pistachios another, each bringing its own mineral gifts. On nights when you feel restless before falling asleep, take a moment to journal by lamplight. Write a simple note. Almonds for calm. Reflect on how your muscles feel now compared to nights before this ritual. Over time, these entries become a record of small victories, moments when you reclaimed peaceful rest through mindful nourishment. As the almond's gentle power unfolds through your body, feel the tightness in your legs soften into a warm release. Allow the quiet crunch of your practice to echo in the stillness of the night, each bite a testament to your capacity for care. In this ritual of almonds and breath, you are honoring your body's needs with tender precision and reminding yourself that the quiet strength of nature's minerals can guide you, night after cramp-free night, toward restorative sleep and renewed morning energy. Tart cherries. The night's gentle melodies. The deep ruby hue of tart cherries, glistening like small lanterns in the soft glow of evening, can feel like a secret shared between night and fruit, a promise that sweetness need not be cloying, but can instead cradle you into comfort. As you lift a handful to your lips, their tangy burst carries whispers of summer orchards and twilight breezes, each bite echoing with memories of sun-warmed branches heavy with fruit. Yet beneath that bright tang lies a gentle power. Tart cherries are rich in melatonin and magnesium, two sleep-friendly nutrients that help muscles unwind and minds drift toward peaceful slumber, lifting the burden of leg cramps and inviting you back into restful nights. Imagine settling into your favorite armchair as the day's busyness softens, the hush of the household broken only by your own breath. One neighbor, Mrs. Nguyen, used to dread bedtime. Her calves would seize with sudden spasms, jolting her upright and flooding her with anxiety. She tried warm showers and gentle stretches, but the relief was fleeting. On a tender suggestion from a caring friend, she began sipping a small glass of pure tart cherry juice each evening. One night, as the juice's bright, fruity aroma filled her kitchen, she noticed a ripple of ease travel through her legs, like a lullaby sung by her own body. By dawn, her legs felt free, as though the cherry's nutrients had whispered, "Rest now, you're safe." Maybe you've experienced how the stillness of night can sharpen every sensation. The soft rustle of sheets, the shiver of a breeze, the sudden prick of a muscle spasm. It might help to invite tart cherries into your evening as either whole fruit or juice. If you choose juice, look for one without added sugar and measure out about a quarter cup to sip slowly, as you would a fine tea. Let each swallow linger on your tongue, noticing how its bright acidity awakens your senses before melting into a soothing calm. If fresh or frozen cherries feel more appealing, allow them to come to room temperature, then pop them one by one into your mouth, savoring how each burst of tartness gives way to a soft, almost velvety aftertaste. As you taste that first cherry or sip that first glass, imagine the melatonin within gently cueing your body's natural sleep rhythms, like a conductor guiding the orchestra of night. Feel magnesium tiptoe into your nerve endings, urging them to loosen their grip on your muscles. The cherry's natural antioxidants drift through your bloodstream, offering both comfort and care, quietly reducing the inflammation that can underlie those stubborn nocturnal cramps. In each swallow and each chew, you participate in a gentle ritual of self-care, inviting nature to soothe and restore you. To elevate this ritual, consider pairing your cherries with a simple handful of sunflower seeds or a spoonful of creamy yogurt. The seeds' soft crunch and the yogurt's tender tang create a comforting duet of textures, while adding a touch of protein and healthy fats to your snack. As you alternate bites and sips, notice how your mind settles into a rhythm, the interplay of flavors and sensations guiding you into the present moment, where worry and aches quietly recede. You might also weave a short breathing exercise into this ritual. After finishing your cherries, close your eyes and place a hand over your heart. Inhale slowly through your nose for a count of 4, feeling your chest rise like a gentle wave. Exhale through your mouth for a count of 6, imagining tension flowing out with each breath. As you breathe, visualize the cherry's nutrients drifting down to your legs, unlocking knots of tightness and inviting each muscle fiber to relax. Small acts of empowerment can anchor this practice in your evening routine. Perhaps each night you arrange your snack tray on the bedside table, a glass of tart cherry juice, a small dish of cherries or yogurt, and a note reading "Sweet Dreams." That simple display becomes an invitation, a kind reminder to pause, nourish, and prepare for rest. Share this ritual with a friend or neighbor, whether over a phone call or a porch chat, swapping stories of what helps you both sleep soundly. These moments of connection remind you that you're not alone, and that caring for your body is also caring for your spirit. On nights when sleep feels elusive or cramps threaten your peace, remember that the solution may lie in the sweetness of simple foods. With tart cherries, you embrace a remedy that feels like a lullaby for tired muscles and a balm for anxious thoughts. As the darkness deepens and the cherry's gentle melody takes hold, feel the tension in your legs unfurl like musical chords, resolving into harmony. Trust that each sip and each bite is a step toward restorative rest, carrying you through the night on a tide of nourishment and into tomorrow's gentle light with legs unburdened and heart refreshed. Pumpkin seeds, tiny nuggets of nighttime relief. Tiny emerald green pumpkin seeds glint in the palm of your hand, little powerhouses ready to soothe your nighttime aches and cradle your muscles in comfort. As you hold a spoonful close to your lips, their gentle crunch carries the faint aroma of autumn fields and harvest moons, a reminder that nature often hides its greatest gifts in the smallest packages. For seniors whose legs sometimes seize with cramps under the hush of night, pumpkin seeds offer a concentrated source of magnesium, iron, and healthy fats. Each grain-sized seed poised to support muscle relaxation and steady your sleep. Imagine a gentleman in your neighborhood, Mr. Turner, who spent his days painting in sunlit studios, but found his nights tormented by calf spasms so fierce they jolted him upright. He tried rubbing his legs, soaking in warm water, even peppermint oil massage. Yet the relief always slipped away. One evening, on a soft suggestion from a local herbalist, he sprinkled a tablespoon of roasted pumpkin seeds into a small dish next to his bed. As he nibbled the seeds, savory, subtly nutty, each morsel dissolving into a gentle crunch, he felt the tension in his calves start to soften, as though the seed's magnesium gently whispered to each muscle fiber. "Rest now. It's okay." By morning, he awoke without pain, his legs light and ready to stretch toward the rising sun. Perhaps you've noticed after a day spent gardening or tinkering with a new knitting project that your legs hold onto tightness long past twilight. It might help to keep a small jar of pumpkin seeds on your bedside table, its green-gold contents catching the lamp's glow like tiny jewels. Before slipping under soft blankets, scoop out a tablespoon of seeds and chew them slowly, noticing how their texture slides across your tongue and how their gentle flavor grounds you in the present moment. Each crunch is a mindful act of self-care, each swallow an invitation for magnesium and iron to flow into your bloodstream and guide your muscles toward release. To deepen this soothing ritual, consider lightly toasting the seeds in a dry pan over low heat for 2 to 3 minutes, just until they begin to pop and release a warm, earthy aroma. The toasting process draws out their natural oils and intensifies their nutty flavor, turning each seed into a comforting morsel that feels both familiar and luxurious. Once cooled, transfer them to a small bowl beneath a flickering bedside lamp. As you taste the first toasted seed, feel its warmth echoing through your mouth, carrying a sense of hearthside comfort that softens the day's lingering strains. Maybe you enjoy pairing your snacks with a small cup of herbal tea, chamomile, peppermint, or lemon balm. Try this. After toasting your pumpkin seeds, pour yourself a cup of warm herbal infusion and settle into bed with both comforts in hand. Alternate sips and bites, allowing the tea's gentle steam to mingle with the seed's rich aroma. As you breathe in the herbal bouquet and chew each seed, notice how your body's tightness begins to unravel, each breath and each crunch stitching a tapestry of calm through your legs and your mind. Small acts of empowerment can anchor this practice in your routine. Write a simple reminder, "Seeds for Soothing," on a slip of paper and tuck it into your bedside journal. Over time, this visual cue becomes a loving nudge, steering you toward the ritual even on restless nights. If you have a friend who also struggles with leg cramps, share a small pouch of seeds and compare notes on which spices, sea salt, smoked paprika, or nutritional yeast you each prefer. In these moments of connection, You reinforce that caring for your body is also caring for your community. On evenings when sleep seems elusive or cramps threaten your peace, turn to these tiny seeds as a beacon of relief. Feel their rich nutrients weaving through your muscles, the magnesium dissolving tension, the iron supporting oxygen flow, and the healthy fats whispering satiety to your nervous system. Let the seeds' gentle crunch become a lullaby, guiding you from the cares of the day into the soft arms of sleep. In each pumpkin seed, you hold a concentrated promise that the simplest offerings from nature can hold the greatest power to heal and comfort. As you rest your head, trust that these little nuggets will continue their work through the night, untangling knots of tightness, softening every fiber, and carrying you toward a dawn where your legs awaken unburdened, your spirit refreshed, and your heart full of gratitude for the small miracles that sustain you. As this gentle journey comes to a close, remember that true comfort often lives in the simplest acts: the curve of a banana, the crunch of an almond, the tart sweetness of a cherry. You've learned how these 3 humble foods can speak directly to your muscles at night, easing cramps and inviting you back to restful sleep. Your life remains rich with possibility, each day illuminated by the quiet strength you carry within. May you greet tomorrow's dawn with legs unburdened, spirit uplifted, and heart full of gratitude. If this video warmed your heart, please share your own bedtime snack rituals in the comments, ring the bell to stay connected, and subscribe for more nurturing tips. Tonight, and every night, may you rest deeply, knowing you're worthy of gentle care and the softest kinds of wellness.